If I start getting wet right here, it means I lost it. So I get nervous in front of a crowd. So I had to write it out. Sorry if this gets long-winded. Just drink and enjoy. Hello, my name is Michael McLean. I'm the father of this beautiful bride. I'd like to start out by taking a moment. First, I lost my voice, so I apologize. I'd like to take a moment to welcome the White House Patterson family. I'd like to say on behalf of myself, my wife Vicki, and the entire McLean clan, we're honored to be joined together to your family through the marriage of Michael and Amber. So welcome as a big family. A few words of thanks are in order. To start, I'd like to thank everybody for coming. Thank you for, I know it is, for some folks it's no problem. For some folks it's a stretch making the effort. Thank you for making the effort to come and be here and be part of the celebration tonight. Thank you all, every one of you. I'd like to take a special minute to thank the folks that have journeyed to be here, that have traveled. I'm told there are people from 12 different states that came to be here. So if you would please humor me, just humor me. If you're not from Kentucky, if you came here from another state or another country, please stand. Please stand. If you came here from another state, please stand. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'd like to bring some recognition to someone I considered an honored guest. I'll affectionately call him Potatoes. Would Potatoes please stand? I give you Dr. Stephen O'Brien. Stephen's here. He joins us from Ireland. He's from County Cork. He is an MD working on his PhD in the research facility at U of L. Just wanted to say thank you to all the single ladies out there tonight. Stephen, please, one more time. Stephen, to all the single ladies out there tonight. There's a target. He's single, he's available, he's a doctor. Oh, who's this? All right, thank you. Hey, maybe you too. All right. Stephen, sorry. I just wanted everybody to know there's a doctor in the house, that's all. So, I can't really talk about Amber and Michael unless I start with giving a big, hearty thanks to the woman I love, Vicki, my wife. Please stand up. Please. Please stand up. Please. She's shy. She's just a little shy. So Vicki worked her butt off to make this happen. I had the easy part, really. I just wrote a speech. Vicky worked her butt off to make this happen. I mean, look around at the tables. This is just one little example. Just look at the tables. You don't see wrinkles in all the tablecloths. I could tell you, there are 35 tablecloths. She ironed them by hand. Mom, Vicky worked her butt off. Honey, thank you. I love you. We love you. Thank you. In the Bible, it says in Exodus 20:12, honor your father and your mother, that your days will be prolonged in the land that the Lord God gave you. Honor your father and your mother. So in that spirit, with that in mind, I'd like to ask my father and mother, Dad, if you would stand. Mom, just raise your hand. This is my dad, Bill McLean, my mom, Ursula McLean. But I'd like to also extend that to the extended family now, to Michael's grandparents, Dan and Judy. Dan, if you would stand just for a second. Judy, raise your hand, please. Okay. Just a thank you to their grandparents, my parents, and without you all, none of this happens. Without you, none of this. So thank you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. I know on the McLean side, my parents have 8 grandkids. And on the Patterson side, they have, correct me if I'm wrong, 13 grandkids. And Michael and Amber are the first to be married out of all the grandkids on both sides. So the first to be married. So with that, I can just say to my new son and my daughter, we're not getting any younger here. And I think they would like, I think they would like to be great grandparents. So I don't know if there's a delicate way to say it. I've never been delicate anyway. So I'm figuring I'm figuring 9 months and about 6 hours. The clock has started to tick. 9 months and 6 hours. We want some great grandparents in this room. So, in the same spirit of honoring your mother and your father, where's Annette? Annette, if you would stand up, please. This is Annette Whitehouse, Michael's mother. I want to say thank you for raising a fine young man. So, in the long-winded tradition that McLeans have, I want to extend a thank you. Where's Danny Patterson? Danny? Is he working? All right. Danny Patterson, part of the Patterson family, obviously, is the owner of Four Pigs Barbecue, who catered this event for us. I want to say thank you from the McLean clan. Thank you for the great food. I'd like to tell Danny that. But anyway, I'd like to say thank you to our DJ and MC, Mike Shad. Give it up for Mike Shad. Mike is taking requests, so feel free. Any music you want. I'd like to also just, in the following vein, I'd like to thank our bartender. Everybody tip your bartender. It's an open bar. It's an open bar. Tip your bartender. Thank you to the videographer. Thank you to our photographers. Thank you very much for helping make this event possible for us. Folks, life goes by way too damn fast. You know, I mean, I don't feel old, but then I know, I look at my chronological number and I know I'm old. You know, life goes by too damn fast. Hope I didn't offend anybody. But the older I get, my memories seem to come in either like a cine loop, like a movie that I can play back through, or they come in snapshots, like a flashback, just a single image, a single frame. And I even remember, probably more recent than any of the others, I remember a single frame, an image of my having a savings account. It was before this event. I can't remember how far back. You know? But for the most part, at my age, they're single frames. It's a snapshot that I take with me to my grave. Those pictures, those mental pictures that I have, that'll stay with me. So as I turn the page, I'll refer to Amber, my daughter, first. As I tried to replay in my mind Amber getting to this point, that became a movie, and it started with the first day we brought her home. And we brought her home, and I remember sitting on the living room floor and stretching my legs out, and this little tiny beautiful baby, our first, was able to fit right between my waist and my knee, this little tiny baby. And I remember getting nose to nose with her, and just for a few minutes just connecting. And that's one of those things that'll stay with me till I die. Another flashback I get of Amber is my wife and I in bed. No, wait. So we on some cold winter mornings. On some cold winter mornings, we would be laying in bed, and in the morning, it was 25 years ago, and we were high tech. So we had one of those baby monitors, right? We were high tech back then. We spent the money. We had the baby monitor. Well, when she was 1, for a couple of weeks, it seems like, Vicki and I would wake up to the sounds of Amber talking. And it was just 3 words. She'd get up and say, happy, happy, happy. Happy, happy, happy. Happy, happy, happy. And that's how Vicki and I would wake up for, it would seem like weeks. And when we'd hear it, both of us would smile at each other, jump up out of bed, and be with her. So that was one of those mental pictures that'll stay with me till I die. Another just glimpse of Amber was, what sticks with me is, I'm sure you all have had the same thing, the beach vacations, having your kids covered in sand, sunburned, out playing on the beach, shells everywhere, and just smiling ear to ear. And I've got that locked in my head too, as a little girl. And then, probably if I play the movie through for Amber, probably the next big one that sticks out for me is Amber making a decision on her own and going from being a little child to a little lady. And she made a decision for Christ and decided it was her time to be baptized. So I remember her getting baptized, and her mom and I were so proud of her. But again, she became a little lady. She decided what she was going to do. And then I think of Amber as a little cheerleader in freshman, sophomore year. Excited, still happy, happy, happy. And then probably the more recent of those glimpses, those flashbacks that stay with me, is Amber graduating from U of L with her degree in early childhood education and teaching. And I get to keep those. I get to keep those little flashbacks. Those are mine forever. And then here we are today. And I'm trying to make it last. I'm trying to savor it. I'm trying to let that right there lock in. I don't know if you can make it happen, but I'm trying. So, but it's not just Amber I have flashbacks of. Now, Amber and Michael have been dating 8 years, and now they're husband and wife. And so I've got certain, again, whether it's a movie type memory or whether it's a flashback as a picture, I've got several of Michael, and probably as I kind of run through the movie from beginning to end, I remember when Michael first got brought home by Amber. That first time meeting mom and dad. And he was so quiet. He was dressed nice. He knew how to dress himself. I thought that's a good step. She dressed you, right? He was dressed nice. He didn't speak. He was so quiet. I got 3 words out of him. I heard, "Hello, Mr. McLean." And I waited. That was it. "Hello, Mr. McLean." Beyond that, there were 2-word answers. I figured I'd keep the conversation going. I said something like, "Are you going out for dinner tonight?" "Yes, sir." "You're not going to bring my daughter home late, are you?" "No, sir." "You're not drinking, are you?" "No, sir." That was it. But probably one of the things that stick out in my mind about that night, he was quiet, soft-spoken, dressed nice, but I think it was a chilly night out. It was a chilly night. But Michael had a bunch of beads of sweat on his forehead. I think he was nervous. Cold night, but he had beads of sweat going on. Kind of like me right now. Anyway, so that was probably the first glimpse, the first introduction I had of Michael. After that, it was probably the next one, excuse me, the next one that sticks out, the next one that sticks out is when Amber's senior prom came rolling around. And Michael came to pick up Amber for the senior prom. And again, dressed very nicely, almost standing at attention when he came in. He was minding his manners very well. And again, 3 words. "Hello, Mr. McLean." "Yes, sir." "No, sir." "Yes, sir." "No, sir." That's about all I got. Not a lot of back and forth conversation. But this time he was not sweating. He wasn't nervous. He wasn't sweating. He had an ear-to-ear grin on his face. He had an ear-to-ear grin on his face like he hit the lottery. And I think he did. I think he hit the lottery. Probably the next flashback I get from Michael is about 3 years ago, he made a decision for Christ and was baptized and went forward while we were at church at Northeast Christian Church, right down the road here. And I thought, like a son, I'm proud of him. It's like I'm watching him mature right in front of my eyes. And I think I speak for my wife too. We're both proud of you, Michael. Probably, I have to mention the one probably image for Michael that sticks out the most for me, and that is on the 8th hole at Sleepy Hollow. Anybody play golf? Anybody play Sleepy Hollow in here? Sleepy Hollow, raise your hand. Rob did. Come on. Tommy, I know you did, right? So, I'm saying this because on a good day of golf, I'm probably double bogey. Okay, can I get an amen? Okay, on a good day, I'm double bogey, so I stink at golf. But Michael and I went out, we played some golf, and we get on the 8th hole at Sleepy Hollow, and it's a straight shot, water in front of the green, and I hit the ball, I'm in the fairway, which is an excellent shot for me. If I'm in the fairway, it's an excellent shot. So I'm in the fairway, and I hit my second shot. It's like 175 yards, and I pull out a 5-iron, and I hit this sweet shot, like unlike me. I hit this sweet, beautiful golf shot, and it just carried beautifully, and it carried the water, went on the green, and stuck, and I couldn't believe it. It's only Michael and I. I'm like, did you see that? Yeah, I got it. So we drive up. I'm 15 feet from the hole. I putted in. I birdied the hole. I mean, I thought I heard angels. Michael decides I was in a great mood. I was in great spirits. I just had a birdie. Somebody who's double, triple, bogey kind of golfer. I just birdied this thing. Michael saw the opportunity. That's when Michael asked me for Amber's hand in marriage. Right? right there on the 8th hole of Sleepy Hollow. So I said, let me think about it. I'll tell you after the next hole. No, not really. I kind of just got quiet and thought about it. And then here we are today. Again, just full circle. And I'm trying to make this right here last more than a minute because this life goes by too damn fast. And I want to slow it down just for a minute. And I want to enjoy this right here and let that sink in for me. All right. I know I'm blabbering. I know I'm boring the snot out of you guys. But so I'll wrap things up with just giving a few words of advice from somebody who's been married 29 years. I'll say first to Amber and Michael, center your relationship on God. Let him be the center of it. I know for certain if Vicki and I hadn't done that, we wouldn't be together. So center it on God. Next, do nice little things for each other. I don't know how else to say it. Just do nice little things. Vicki, as an example, in our early days of marriage, I would fly. I traveled all the time. And Vicki she would cut out little hearts and little notes, and she would make little notes and put them in my socks and in my travel bag and in my shoes, and I'd find these little notes as I traveled. It was awesome. Honey, I love you. Do little things like that for each other that kind of embed themselves in each other's heads. Do nice little things to each other. After that, I'd say, as far as advice goes, you're going to fight. Fight fair. It's not the MMA. Don't go for kill shots. Don't go for the jugular. Fight fair, and I mean it. I'm serious. Don't say those words that you want to say because they're loaded and ready to roll, and you know you can do some damage. Don't say those words. Temper your words. Fight fair, because you can't take the words back. So fight fair when the fights happen. And record it. Record it. And I guess a final word of advice that I would give you, the final word, just as it says in Exodus 20:12, honor your father and mother. So that your days on this earth will be long. Honor your father and mother. All right. Folks, raise your glasses, if you will, please. Any drink will do. That's right, you young guys too. Raise your glasses, attaboy. And then I put my paper down. All right. To Michael and Amber. To a long life together. To good health to both of you. May you have more children than you planned. May you center your love on God and His Son Jesus. From this day forward, you will not walk through life alone. As husband and wife, you'll always have each other. And you'll always have this extended family right here to love on you and support you. Look around. So I'll conclude it and shut my big mouth. I'll say congratulations to the beautiful bride, the handsome groom. Cheers to Michael and Amber. I dropped the mic. Drop the mic.